Hi, my name is Dave Kulwicki. I'm the managing partner of the Mishkind Kulwicki Law Firm. I'm here today to answer some common questions that folks have about injury litigation in the state of Ohio. But first, I'd like to introduce you to my law firm. My law partner, Howard Mishkind, and I have a combined 75 years of practice in the state of Ohio. We've handled over 200 jury trials, and we've recovered over $300 million for our deserving clients. We specialize in medical malpractice, traumatic brain injury, and other catastrophic injury litigation. Our results speak for themselves. Now on to your questions. We are often asked, do I have a case? Well, let's discuss what you need to prove in Ohio to establish a medical malpractice case. First, the term medical malpractice. That term encompasses a lot of other terms under its umbrella, including medical claim, medical error, and medical negligence. In order to prove a medical malpractice case in the state of Ohio, you have to prove that a physician fell below accepted standards of medical care. And that can be challenging because oftentimes there are different methods by which physicians attack similar problems. In some cases, we can find written rules, standards, and guidelines that apply to a particular fact pattern that help us establish what the standard of care is or was at the time of the malpractice event. In addition to negligence or a breach of the standard of care, we also have to show what's called causation. In law school, it takes us about 9 weeks to study causation. It's a complex concept, but generally speaking, in malpractice, the way to think about the causation element is if you went back in time to the point where the malpractice event occurred and you assume that appropriate care was rendered at that point in time, would the outcome likely have been different? And we always have to establish this through expert testimony. Those are the key elements of a medical malpractice case. In addition, you have to prove damages, which are the harms and losses caused by the malpractice event. If you have questions about your case and whether you have a case, contact our law firm. We'd be happy to speak with you about your case.